We're in the mountains of Tennessee right now, and as you can see, it's a little cold. It's kind of chilly. It's not wintertime, it's fall, but there's frost on the ground. And why are we in Tennessee? Well, one of the greatest cult classics was filmed right where we're standing. Evil Dead, right here. Trying to make it through the woods here. Trying to get down to the Evil Dead bridge. The car Bruce Campbell was in and the girls traveled right down this little pathway here and headed towards the river. This location is actually nowhere near the Evil Dead cabin. It's about 30 minutes from there. In the movie, they pull right across the bridge that's right over here, I'm going to show you, and they turn right into where the cabin is. Well, in truth, they're nowhere near each other. You can see a lot of the metal and a lot of the boulders and stuff that were left from where the bridge used to be. The car would have drove right past here. There was a sign saying, "Cautious bridge ahead." They went right across here and drove straight across the bridge. As I get attacked by thorns, they drove straight across the bridge that way.
This is the bridge we're gonna cross.
You can see part of the bridge support right there. Right about in the middle there where that support is where the tire fell through.
Thing as solid as a rock.
When the tire fell through, a piece of wood dropped down right into that exact water there. And how neat that I bring up a tire, because there's actually a tire here. It's an Evil Dead tire. So just think, right where I'm standing years and years and years ago, Sam Raimi was right here directing one of his first movies. For hardcore fans of the movie, you'll notice a movie mistake right in this area here when the movie was filmed. The bridge came right over this way, and standing right over in here, in this area here, was part of the crew who's actually seen in the shot as the car passes by the bridge.
Things fall apart on us.
That's concrete underneath all the debris of leaves. That's part of the old road right there leading towards the bridge. Just more little remnants and proof that right here horror history was made. And there's my shadow and my tripod right there. Looks like we got some moonshiners out here. Moonshiners.
Hey, Scotty, what's this place like anyway?
See if this looks familiar. And I'm not talking about Ginger. I'm talking about this pathway. The car would have turned right through here, drove up this hill, turned immediately down there, and drove that way. Let's go see where it leads. You know this is the pathway because when you're watching the movie, immediately to the left over here, right over in this area where my tripod is a little cliff. One of the evil trees that people like to call them, fans of the movie, has fallen. You'll see the one is laying on the ground there and the other one is still arched up. The car would have drove right down this area, straight ahead here, through these two trees. You can see prominently in the movie, the one laying there now has fallen over. It's kind of sad. And there's the other tree. Bruce Campbell stood in front of there in the car. Look at this deep hole that used to lead up to the cabin right where we're standing. You can definitely tell there's remnants of the cabin Because look at this concrete slab here, which is where a lot of the action from Evil Dead happened. All these trees have grown up over the last couple decades. Over here was where the cellar was in the movie. It was actually a fake cellar. They dug a hole right over in this area is where Bruce Campbell would have fallen, and the bookcase would have fallen on top of him. He was trying to get away from the demon that was coming from the fireplace to get him. Just imagine a fake door on top of this hole here is where the demon kept popping up out of there over and over. They would try to stop the demon by trapping her in the cellar. Right here, you can see the fireplace right there.
Eyes. For God's sake, what happened to her eyes?
If you came out the front door, it's where Bruce Campbell dragged the girl that turned into a demon, dragged her over in this area here near this hill. And that's where he cut her head off. Right over in this area is where the dismantling of the head membrane happened. Right there is where the Book of the Dead was being burned by the fire. Bruce Campbell was laying there. He had the necklace his girlfriend gave him. It was laying right here, almost where my shadow is. Right over there was the cellar. All that action happened right in here. In case you haven't noticed, I have a bunch of other videos on YouTube. You should subscribe to my channel. And not only that, if you like what I do and you feel like donating, go to my website, adamthewoo.com, hit the donate button. This is the view from behind the cabin. There were other little cabins and work sheds all up in here. At the very end of the movie, you might notice this particular shot. The camera turned around, zoomed that way through the cabin, busted through the doors. Bruce Campbell was standing in between the evil trees. And that was the end of the movie. Let's recreate the shot now, shall we?